As of today, you're all professional football players. You're being paid to play. And I want you to remember that because the men whose places you've taken forgot that a long time ago.
Have you noticed that there has been a kind of a serious lack of inspirational movies as of late, or even feel good movies that kind of elevate your mood? Whenever you watch them. Have you also noticed that there's been a lack of good quality sports movies? Maybe it's just me, but it just seems like it's been a while since we seen a good inspirational kind of feel good quality sports movie come out. Perhaps there's been one out there that I'm just isn't coming to mind to me, but personally it's I can't think of one. But I watched one recently had all three elements of that. The Replacements. It is a movie back from 2000, directed by Howard Deutsch. Sorry if I got that wrong. And incredibly, the movie is based off real life events. The film is based on the real life story from the 1987 NFL strike, which saw the Washington Redskins use replacement players to win three straight games early in the season before the regular players, the professional players, came back. And unbelievably, the Redskins actually won the Super Bowl that year. So the year that the Redskins won the Super Bowl was the NFL strike. Basically, it's pretty fascinating. I would recommend that you kind of look into it. If you're a football guy myself, so it's a pretty interesting story. But essentially, it was the 1987 season on strike, and all the NFL teams had to use replacement players while they were on strike. And towards the end, all the professional players, they came back obviously, but Washington in particular won all three of their games, and their last game was against the Dallas Cowboys, their arch rivals, who had like the majority of their starters back, majority of NFL players, and they were still able to beat them with the replacement players. And that was pretty crazy. You never really hear. It's a um, pretty kind of cool story, and I recommend checking it out if you have the have if you placements follow something kind of similar with the current. Um, it's not the NFL, but it's based off the NFL. They never actually say what the name of the league is, but the professional players, go on strike in this movie as well after being upset about their pay. Eugene Hackman, who plays the character, the head coach Jimmy McGinty, who was asked by the owner of the Washington Sentinels. In the movie, they're called the Washington Sentinels, to put together a team of replacement players to attempt to win three of their four remaining games to clinch the playoffs. The film stars Keanu, a former college quarterback who now spends his days scrubbing crap off the bottom of people's boats for his job. I saw this film on HBO Max and I thought I'd give it a go. It's been a long time since I've seen it, and for me personally, the movie holds up pretty well. It comes from a time in which entertainment it was back when entertainment was just different. Entertainment, it just felt like it had a lot more soul to it. It was back it was different. These movies back then, a lot of them, it felt a lot more inspirational, a lot more hopeful. It's just to me personally, the quality of movies were a lot better back then. That's just my opinion. But the strength of the film lies in its characters. Amount of different personalities that breathes life into the film all have something unique about them, and all bring a bit of a different comedic element to the movie. The football action is very entertaining, and there is plenty of it. Each of the four games the Sentinels play is very thrilling, and the outcome comes down to the wire, and each how the game ends is very very exciting. Keanu Reeves is good in his role as Shane Falco. He plays a very laid back, cool as a cucumber type of guy. While some people might see that as a negative, it works in this role, at least for me, with Brooke Langton, which I thought was nice. You know, she's the head cheerleader of the team, and it was simple. It was a kind of a nice. Overall, if you're looking for a fun sports movie to watch, it's not perfect, and the comedy may not work for everyone. And you know, it's kind of a quirky kind of comedy. You know, some of the jokes may fall flat for some people, but for me, I thought it worked. It made me laugh and it made me feel good. It's just a fun sports movie with a very likable cast that kind of the whole family can enjoy. And watching this movie just always makes me feel good. It kind of always elevates my mood and makes me smile. And there just isn't many movies like that anymore. So I will leave you. I will leave you with this. In the very pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever. Okay, that is all for now, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.